let's make brownies with fudge bark. Okay, the first thing we're going to do for our fudge, we can do that first, is we're going to take an 8 by 8 inch pan. We're going to put parchment paper on it. Make sure you lay it in there. And we're going to take a stick of butter. We're going to moisten around the parchment so that our chocolate mix does not stick to our brownie pan. Okay, so now we're going to take 1 can of condensed milk and we're going to pour it into our pan, our pot. And then to this, we're going to add 3 cups of chocolate chip morsels. And now we're dumping our, not dumping, but we're putting our melted chocolate into our brownie pan. And now we're going to let this fudge sit for about 2 hours till it hardens. Okay, so to our 4 eggs in our bowl, we're going to use Ghirardelli's Dutch Cocoa Press. This is one of the best cocos to use to make fudge brownies. We're going to add 1 1/4 cup of this, as well as a teaspoon of espresso. Make sure you get the really good kind. This is a good brand. A teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a tablespoon of vanilla. We're going to mix this. Okay, so to a pot, we're going to add 2 sticks of butter and 2 1/4 cups of sugar. And you're going to mix this until the sugar is completely dissolved. This is what we want our butter and sugar to look like. We want it to be shiny. Okay, so now we're going to add our melted butter and sugar mixture, looking like this, into our mixer with our cocoa. And then once we get it to the consistency we want, we're going to put 1 1/2 cups of flour. All right, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. Okay, so let's take out our fudge from the pan. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Chocolate fudge. We're going to scoop some into our batter into our brownie pan. About 2 of these big ones. Okay, we've got our brownies in the pan. And so let's take a piece of chocolate of our fudge and stick it on top of each brownie. And we're going to bake these in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. All right, we're going to do some brownies with the fudge and some without the fudge. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Look at that. Chunks of fudge cooking real good. And there you have it. Our fudgy brownies. Make sure you grab the recipe below. And again, if you decide to make this recipe, please share photos with us. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we look forward to making another sweet treat with you soon. Remember, baking should be fun, not stressful. Enjoy the process. Have a good day. Bye.